with a solemn ceremony at the Yad Vashem Holocaust Memorial here in Jerusalem. William will meet with both Israeli and Palestinian leaders during the trip.
A lot of fans will tell you World Cup soccer and a cold beer go hand in hand. But there may not be enough brew to go around in the UK. Live to London and CBS's Vicky Barker.
Britain is suffering from a sudden shortage of CO2, carbon dioxide, the greenhouse gas that makes today's mass-produced beers possible. Many European plants have closed for annual maintenance, leaving the UK with just one supplier. One tabloid warns a disaster of biblical proportions could be about to strike World Cup fans. But I have to correct you on the cold beer front, Deborah. Most Brits prefer their beer warm.
Ooh, thanks, Vicky. S&P futures down 3. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Couldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
While international soccer tournaments might try, nothing rallies the world together like chicken wings. So we're doing our part to bring nations together with 5 traditional wings for just $5 during international soccer matches. The during soccer matches condition is just a coincidence. We have total faith in chicken's ability to unite. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Offer valid June 14th through July 11th during tournament matches. Only in restaurant or participating locations. Terms and conditions and additional restrictions apply. See location for details.
Let's talk about some premium trios like 3-piece suits and 3D movies. But those who choose premium at the pump choose Shell V Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline for triple action engine protection against gunk, corrosion, and wear for optimal engine performance. And now through September 2nd, Fuel Reward members can save up to 10 cents a gallon after every fill-up with Shell V Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. Rewards valid on future fill after minimum 5-gallon purchase. Members with silver status save up to 8 cents a gallon at participating Shell stations. Only limit 20 gallons. See fuelrewards.com/nitro for details.
If you're considering a tongue piercing, Swiss researchers have some advice. Don't.
Their research suggests a tongue piercing can significantly raise your risk of gum disease. The study looked at patients with the most common types of tongue piercings and found many had suffered from bleeding, receding, or inflamed gums, and the closer their teeth were to the piercing, the higher the risk of gum problems. The researchers also looked at people with lip piercings and found they had no similar problems. Jim Chenevy, CBS News.
An early contender for Song of Summer 2018. Australia's 5 Seconds of Summer takes the top spot on the latest Billboard chart with Young Blood. The group scratched Beyonce and Jay-Z's chances of debuting their new album, Everything Is Love, at number 1. It's in second place. Fans of the late rapper XXX Tentacion push his album up 21 spots to number 3. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Hey, Dave, you in for golf this weekend?
Oh, I can't. I promised I'd find a plumber to fix a sink and a painter to paint the...
Just use Angie's List.
Doesn't that cost money?
Not at all. It's free to find pros in your area who can do the work. You can even read ratings and reviews from other customers.
What about roofing pros?
Angie's List has pros for everything. And to save time, they'll even match you to the best pros for the job.
Oh, that's awesome. Looks like I'll be able to play after all.
Find the best pros for your next project at angieslist.com.
Oil and gas investments involve a high degree of risk and are suitable only for qualified SEC-accredited investors. If you're an SEC-defined accredited investor getting ready to do your taxes and wish you had more deductions, you can take action now and start planning for 2018 with a 100% IRS-approved deduction. Invest with Encore Energy. If you're a high net worth SEC-defined accredited investor who's interested in participating directly with a proven operator and are qualified to make an investment of at least $250,000, then please call Encore Energy. 800-803-8511. 800-803-8511.
U.S. Bank encourages you to think outside the square. U.S. Bank in Glasgow offers multiple solutions to take credit card payments from your phone or tablet. Yes, U.S. Bank can take your small business mobile. Irvin Sorrell at 659-3200 in Glasgow, or Wes Mauser at 651-2106, or in Cave City, call Cheryl Davidson at 773-3112. Whether you're selling produce at the farmer's market or finalizing a construction project, U.S. Bank has a payment solution for you with 24/7 customer service. So think outside the square for your small business. It's all of us serving you. U.S. Bank, member FDIC.
You're sick and your doctor's office just closed. You injured your finger working in the yard and it's Saturday afternoon. Where do you go? Well, TJ Sampson has 3 choices for you when these and other similar situations occur.
The clinic at Walmart can help with.
TJ Urgent Care at the Pavilion can help with.
And when it's...
Grandpa, are you okay?
You might want to try the emergency department at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital.
T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. Your community, your hospital.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. It's 7 minutes after the 6 o'clock hour. We have 75 degrees this morning as our feet hit the floor. Another muggy day out there. It just feels humid when you walk out there. We've got actually a flash flood watch in effect because of the potential for some more rain today. Let's go ahead and check in with staff meteorologist Jeff Eno, who is on duty today at the Weather Channel to get us started off today. Jeff?
Got a flash flood watch for our Tuesday with an additional 1 to 2 inches possible on already saturated soil. We do have that watch. We will run that temperature up to the mid to upper 80s. Tonight, scattered showers and storms. Overnight low falls back to around 70. Could see heavy rain, gusty winds, small hail possible with any storms tomorrow. Afternoon high near 90. Mostly sunny Thursday. I'm Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Well, we got, let's see, let me get the rain gauge indication out right here. We have had 0.78 of an inch of rain. In the last 24 hours, about 3/4 of an inch of rain. And the humidity this morning is at 94%. The winds are out of the south at 5 miles an hour. And the pressure is dropping just a little bit at 30.05. The constant coverage and studio radar screen this morning is showing some shower activity kind of dotting the landscape in in central East Kentucky, from Danville on over to about, up around Springfield, Kentucky this morning, too. So we're waking up with 75 degrees. Rain's to the east of us right now, but I looked at the radar about an hour ago. There wasn't anywhere near that much precipitation out there. So certainly you can see the moisture is there, and we're going to be aware of that as we go through the day. Angela Briggs in local news coming up following KNN News this morning.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. U.S. Senator Rand Paul is suing his neighbor who admitted to tackling Rand as he mowed his yard. The Bowling Green Daily News reports the Friday complaint seeks compensatory and punitive damages from neighbor Renee Boucher for physical pain and mental suffering from the November assault. Paul suffered multiple fractured ribs. The lawsuit charges that Paul has, quote, been deprived of his enjoyment of life. Concerns are brewing about a proposed distillery in northern Kentucky. Henry County Planning and Zoning sent letters to some residents informing them that the Rabbit Hole Spirits has development plans for over 140 acres. Resident Tiffany Dykstra shares her concerns with WLKY.
What people in our community have come to me and voiced has been obviously the whiskey black mold, property value as association from the whiskey black mold, safety is a big one.
The plan includes 2 rick houses, a tasting room, and a restaurant. Lazy summer days are not always in the cards for Kentucky teachers, many of whom work a second job after the school bell rings.
Stephanie Winkler with the Kentucky Education Association says nearly 1 in 5 teachers work a job outside the school system.
If you go to any school building in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, you'll find educators that work an outside job or perhaps even several jobs to make ends meet. This is an unfortunate reality in public education today.
Teachers in Kentucky earn on average $53,000 a year. The Commonwealth ranks 26th among states for the average teacher salary. I'm Suzanne Duval.
A Kentucky World War II veteran will be honored posthumously at the White House today. President Trump will award a Medal of Honor to the family of Army First Lieutenant Garland Merle Connor. An injured Connor ran away from a hospital in France in 1945 to rejoin his unit on the front lines. Connor died in 1998 at the age of 79. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network. Scammers never rest. They even target students.
Hi, I'm Rihanna Smith-Hamblin with the BBB. A local consumer received a call saying he was eligible for a free student loan. He was told he had to pay an upfront fee to get it. Don't fall for the scam.
They even pose as police.
Did you receive an email for a parking or speeding ticket? It looks legit, but this email takes you to a fake website that fishes for your personal information. For more tips, go to bbb.org.
If anything sounds too good to be true, check with the BBB at bbb.org.
Labor Day weekend at Rupp Arena. Red, White, and Boom 2018.
August 31st through September 2nd.
Starring Toby Keith,
Brad Paisley,
Chris Young,
Cole Swindell,
Luke Combs,
Kane Brown,
Rodney Adkins,
Chase Rice.
And we're not done yet.
Stay tuned for more details and get ready to buy your tickets.
Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations. Go to redwhiteandboom.com.
Want to stay in the know on what's going on with your Glasgow EPB? Just follow us on Twitter at Glasgow EPB or like us on Facebook at Glasgow Electric Plant Board and stay informed about new products, services, and money-saving tips. With a smartphone, you will also have access to constantly updated information during outages. For 50 years, we have been the vital service you depend on daily for your electric, cable, and internet needs, and we hope to provide you even more information and benefits through Facebook and Twitter. Join us today. We are your Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future faster.
In retirement, where will your money come from? For many people, retirement income may come from a variety of sources. Here's a few avenues that may provide you money in retirement. Social Security is the government-administered retirement income program. Workers become eligible after paying Social Security taxes for 10 years. Personal savings and investments can provide income during retirement. Retirees tend to look for investments that offer monthly income. Individual retirement accounts have been around since 1974. Contributions you make to a traditional IRA may be fully or partially tax deductible, depending on your individual circumstances. Distributions from an individual retirement account are taxed as ordinary income. What workers anticipate in terms of retirement income sources may differ considerably from what retirees actually experience. How do these sources of income impact your personal retirement? Please call the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger to discuss your retirement income plan. Call us today at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier, WL Alliance LLC, member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
6:13 at WCLU and 75 degrees. Round one of local news this morning, live from the newsroom, and News Director Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. A court attempting to flee law enforcement by driving into Green River was a wash for a Louisville man who now faces a laundry list of felony charges. Officer Wesley Hicks with Glasgow Police had attempted to make a traffic stop on a vehicle driven by 38-year-old Joshua Suckup of Louisville for expired tags. Police say that during that attempted stop, he attempted to run over Officer Hicks, who then fled the scene. Brownsville Police joined in the pursuit with Glasgow City Police. In Brownsville, speeds were in excess of 90 miles an hour. The pursuit continued up a tiny side street in Brownsville, then under the bridge past the entrance to the city park, where the car drove straight off the boat ramp and into the Green River. The driver immediately then exited the vehicle, according to the Edmondson Voice, swam across the river to the other side in an attempt to get away. One passenger, 50-year-old Dana Greer of Louisville, exited the vehicle, was taken into custody. Officers crossed the river, traveled down Lock Road, where they soon picked up the driver, took him into custody. Police said the car sunk below the water. Another passenger finally surfaced out of the vehicle, Amanda Minyard, age 26 of Louisville. She made it out of the car, gasping for air. She was also taken into custody. Police say that one of the passengers said the driver purposely drove the car into the water in an attempt to flee law enforcement. The driver was said to have 3 outstanding warrants. Police also found what appeared to be meth inside the vehicle, or possibly cocaine. However, they could not confirm the actual substance at this time. The driver and passengers are facing multiple felonies from the incident from Glasgow Police, the Barron County Sheriff's Office, and Brownsville Police, including wanton endangerment, as well as fleeing and evading, drug trafficking, traffic, and possession charges. After being transported to T.J. Sampson Hospital for evaluation, all 3 were lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. Multiple agencies responded during this incident, including Glasgow Police, the Barron County Sheriff's Office, Brownsville Police, Kentucky State Police, Edmondson County Sheriff's Office, the National Park Service, District 2 and District 5 constables, Edmondson EMS, and multiple first responders from various local fire departments. And the Barron County court system has taken another leap into the 21st century.
What I want to say first is thanks to the Sheriff's Department, the jail, Tracy Bellamy and Kent Keene, and our clerk's office, Chrissy Cofields, everybody that's kind of involved. We've kind of been working for this for about 6 or 8 months, and we finally, today's the first day we've got it working, and it went pretty well. Surely we'll just get better and more efficient as it goes. Like everybody else says, it's a great safety. It's so much better for safety. We don't have to transport inmates. They just stay in the jail. It's the same thing as being here. I just see them over the, they still get the same rights, and their attorneys over there if they need to talk to them. So it works. It's going to work out, I think, great for all of us. And hopefully, if this goes well, maybe the other courts here, or maybe even in Metcalf, we could use it and just, hopefully save the county some money and time and transporting. And I don't really see any disadvantages to it so far.
That was the Honorable District Court Judge Gabe Pendleton describing the first day of video arraignments in Barron District Court. An arraignment is a court proceeding in which a criminal defendant is formally advised of the charges against him and is asked to enter a plea to those charges. The court can also set bail at the arraignment hearing. Up until yesterday, arraignments were done at the courthouse, and the Barron County Sheriff's Office was responsible for transporting inmates from the Barron County Detention Center to the courthouse, which did pose a risk to both safety and security, according to Barron County Sheriff Kent Keene.
You don't have the likelihood of persons possibly trying to attempt to escape or transport some type of contraband back into the jail. There's a variety of aspects on our end for safety and security that's a major benefit.
But basically the same, they're not being denied any rights. Is the exact same process as they would have as if they'd come to court. They're just doing it on video.
Absolutely. A lot quicker, a lot less manpower, a lot more safety both for the inmates and the security personnel.
Mike Richardson works for the county attorney's office, and he's at the majority of these arraignments. He also pointed at the potential risk in transporting inmates to and from the courthouse.
Inmates being at the jail and them not having to be transported anymore. And sometimes we'll get up to 20 or 30 inmates, and that by itself could be a possible security hazard. So I think it's great all around, saves the county money, but it's also safer for the bailiffs and everybody else. So I think it's great all around, saves the county money, but it's also safer for the bailiffs and everybody else involved. So.
Done much like a Skype call, the inmates are still at the detention center along with their attorney. They are able to do a live video chat with Judge Pendleton as well as the folks in district court. And Jailer Tracy Bellamy said that getting the video arraignments going was definitely a process.
It's very big for us. It cuts down on possibilities of contraband trying to get brought back in. Any escape possibilities in between here and there, and the cost on savings on the logistics of it as far as fuel and manpower. So it would be hard pressed to find a negative in there anywhere.
Judge Pendleton says that he thinks that it's going to be great all the way around.
Yeah, this is going to make it great. We'll know before, you didn't know exactly when the prisoners were going to come over here from the jail. It was just whenever we finished our morning docket. Now we're going to have a set time at 1 in the afternoon. We'll always do them on at that time. And it went really quick today. That was the first day. I wasn't sure it would work that way, but I mean, surely we'll just get better and more efficient as it goes. Like everybody else says, it's a great safety. It's so much better for safety. We don't have to transport inmates. They just stay in the jail. It's the same thing as being here. I just see them over the, they still get the same rights, and their attorneys over there if they need to talk to them. So it works. It's going to work out, I think, great for all of us. And hopefully, if this goes well, maybe the other courts here, or maybe even in Metcalf, we could use it and just, hopefully save the county some money and time and transporting. And I don't really see any disadvantages to it so far. And I don't really see any disadvantages to it so far.
Bellamy says it's just another step for the detention center to take into the 21st century.
I've been working with Judge Pendleton now for several months on it in Chrissy Fields, and it's went great. It's went very smooth. The only holdup that we had was some of the equipment at the courthouse had to be updated, but we got on the same page and everybody got together and made it work.
Is this your way of bringing the detention centers another step like into the 21st century?
Yeah, we're getting there, and that's what I told somebody this morning. I'm very proud to have video arraignment here now. It's very big for us. It just goes along with everything else we're doing here. It just goes along with everything else we're doing here.
Video arraignments will take place on Tuesdays and Thursdays in Barron District Court. 6:22 a.m., 75 degrees.
Join us. The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center.
In more local news, in the early hours of Saturday, the Hart County Sheriff's Office said that they located a 16-foot tandem axle box trailer in an overgrown, secluded area near Guthrie Street and Horse Cave. Through their investigation, the trailer was determined to have been stolen out of Greene County. The owner, as well as the Greene County Sheriff's Office, was contacted. The Sheriff's Office says the case remains under investigation. On Sunday morning, state police were attempting to execute a warrant at a residence 5 miles north of Somerville on Roundtree Court. As Trooper Bale went to the residence, he saw a male run out the back door. Trooper Bale made contact with the male and a female. Neither would provide identification. Both subjects initially gave fake names. However, he did find an ID card with the man's information. The female, 30-year-old Emily Wheatley of Lebanon, gave consent to search, and troopers found marijuana and syringes. A clear bag with what they believed to be meth was also found, as well as digital scales inside a vehicle. 21-year-old Samuel Mudd, the man, was also arrested, served with an outstanding probation warrant, also charged with giving officer false information, trafficking in a controlled substance. Wheatley was charged with also giving officers a false name and trafficking in a controlled substance. Both were lodged in the Taylor County Detention Center. And also on Sunday, state police were conducting a routine traffic stop on a green 96 Toyota pickup truck on Knob Lick Road. They give state police consent to search the vehicle, where they found a small bag in the ashtray that contained meth. After administering the sobriety test, Trooper Cross arrested the driver, 44-year-old Stephen Tennant of Burkesville, charging him with possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and DUI. Tammy Lynn Thomas, age 43, was also arrested, charged with possession of a controlled substance, drug paraphernalia. Both were lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. It's 6:26 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, 75 degrees.
Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me.
Pre-need Monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible, with plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options. South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
Okay, Mom, the gutters are clean and I fixed the doorknob. Anything else?
Yes, you can help me figure out what to do with my money in the CD at the bank. It's about to mature and I don't know what to do with it.
Well, here's what I'd do. I'd use the money and buy an annuity from Woodman. As far as rates go, it's competitive with a CD, sometimes even better. And the earnings on your money will grow tax-deferred until you withdraw it.
And that's good, right?
Oh, that's very good, because you defer income taxes so you have more money for compounding. And unlike a mutual fund, a fixed annuity guarantees you'll never lose your principal, no matter how long you live.
So how'd you get so smart?
I'm sure it came from my mother.
Hi, I'm Jeff Sneed, your local Woodman of the World representative. Find out more about Woodman's full line of annuity products by calling me at 270-646-0354.
Insurance protection, financial security. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society of Omaha, Nebraska. Woodman, with you through life.
Local news time for WCLU is 6:28. We have 75 degrees. In area funeral announcements this hour, Robert Bobby Roeder, age 46, died Sunday at the University of Louisville Hospital in Louisville. Arrangements for Robert Bobby Roeder are incomplete, but will be under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Dottie B. Nunn, age 78, of Munfordville, died Monday at her home. A native of Hart County, a member of the Cosby United Methodist Church, and retired from the Hart County Social Services. She was preceded in death by her husband, Donnie Nunn, and her parents, Stanford and Kathleen Smith Baston. She is survived by her two children, Al Nunn and wife Debbie of St. Petersburg, Florida, and Shannon Aubrey and husband William of Munfordville. 6 grandchildren, Tammy Harper, Heather Ortiz, Walter Hunley, David Aubrey, Elaney Logston, and Chelsea Aubrey, and 9 great-grandchildren, 2 sisters, Jill Bunnell and Goldie Proctor, and 6 nieces and nephews, and many friends. Funeral services for Dottie B. Nunn will be held at 11 o'clock Thursday morning at the Wynn Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Cosby Cemetery. Visitation begins at the Wynn Funeral Home at 3 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon and continues until time for service on Friday. Donna Reed Norton, age 64, of Glasgow, died Friday at Hospice House of Southern Kentucky in Bowling Green. Donna received her Master's of Science degree in nursing from Cardinal Stritch University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and was the executive director of the perioperative services from University of Kentucky. She is survived by her daughter, Kelly Norton of Atlanta, Georgia, and several cousins. The family chose cremation, with the burial of her cremains in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. There will be no formal services. However, a reception and visitation for Donna Reed Norton will be held at the home of Carol Dawn and Terry Durham at 206 Norris Court, Wednesday afternoon from 5 until 8 p.m. Arrangements are under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Expressions of sympathy may be made in the form of contributions to Hospice of Southern Kentucky or to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Henry Kaiser Jr., age 88, of Munfordville, died Monday at his home with his daughter at his side. Henry was a retired employee from GE and an Army veteran of the Korean War. He is survived by 2 daughters, Judy Stassel of Munfordville and Debbie Smith of Fayetteville, Georgia. 4 grandchildren, Christina Stassel of Munfordville, Tracy Thompson of Plano, Texas, and Sidney and Sammy Smith, both of Fayetteville. 2 great-grandchildren, Trenton Brandstetter of Munfordville and Seth Thompson of Plano, Texas. A sister, Mary Lindell of Louisville, and a sister-in-law, Joan Kaiser of Louisville. Services for Henry Kaiser Jr. will be at 1 p.m. Thursday at Seagull Funeral Home. Visitation will be Wednesday from 3 until 8 and after 8 a.m. Thursday. There will not be a funeral procession to the cemetery. The service will be dismissed at the funeral home. Robert Sullivan, age 27, of Bowling Green, died Saturday in Louisville, surrounded by his loving family. He worked for Hall's parking lot service, and he loved to fish, hunt, and work on cars. He is survived by his wife, Whitney Tuck Sullivan, his parents, Thomas and Alice Gross Sullivan of Wingfield, his dog, Duke, two sisters, Alma Lynn Chaffin of Richardsville, and Christina Sullivan of Wingfield, grandmother, Doris Sullivan of Wingfield, three nieces, Stephanie and Audrey Chaffin, and Briley Honeycutt, and his best friend, Jerry Shorty Scarborough. Visitation for Robert Sullivan will be Wednesday from 5 until 8 at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel. Memorial contributions may be made to the Robert Sullivan Memorial Fund and can be made at the funeral home. Graveside service for Thomas Orton, age 84, of Bonnieville, will be at 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning at the Concord Cemetery. Military honors provided by DAV Chapter 20 of Glasgow. Seagull Funeral Home is in charge of those arrangements. Funeral services for Ruth Imogene Romines, age 83, of Edmonton, will be today at 11 o'clock at the Butler Funeral Home in Edmonton. Burial will follow in the Medcalf County Memorial Gardens. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
See heavy rain, gusty winds, small hail possible with any storms tomorrow. Afternoon high near 90, mostly sunny Thursday. I'm Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. Just kind of the way it is, starting off kind of steamy, sticky here today at 94% humidity. The past 24 hours we received about 3/4 of an inch of rain, 7,800 actually, if you want to be technical about it. 30.06 is the pressure. South winds at 5 miles an hour, 94% humidity, 76 degrees at WCLU. This WCLU weather update brought to you by Bluegrass Cellular.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Or Ralphie-on.
Hey, that was the wrong music bed. Let me get the right birthday bed up here. I got to talk about the birthdays and the wedding anniversaries today, and we have some of both. First of all, round number one, I got to say happy birthday to my wife, Terry Lou Royce, having a birthday today. The number will remain anonymous. Martha Quigley has a birthday today. Jeff Lyle is celebrating. How about Miss Ramona Martin celebrating? Miss Billy Bush is 92. Leah Kate Panuski celebrates. Chad Jones. Rondell Carter is 78. Joe Danny Keys is 75. And Dan and Peggy Atkinson have a wedding anniversary today. I think I've covered all the nooks and the crannies looking for birthdays this morning. Round number one, but plenty of room on the paper. Pick up the phone and let us know. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, a simple click here at WCLUradio.com. We got giveaways today tied to this birthday list, so get it in here and make sure that you can pass along glad tidings to folks in your family, at the workplace, in the neighborhood. 6:38 from WCLU, a very busy news day today. We had a breaking story at the top of the hour. Angela Briggs in the newsroom is going to explain a little further our lead story this morning, Angela.
Yeah, and actually, I got the information about 6 o'clock, 6:02, something like that. And I just want folks to understand this. This was one of the craziest news stories I think that I've covered. So basically, Officer Wesley Hicks, routine patrol like he would, any Monday evening, and he sees a Pontiac Grand Prix that's got expired tags. So he goes to make a traffic stop, and the driver about runs him over, nearly pinning him between their car and his cruiser. So that the person just took off. So basically, they took him on a high-speed chase from Glasgow all the way into Mammoth Cave, then through there into Brownsville. When they got to Brownsville, they took some side streets, went down through the Brownsville City Park, and drove straight into the Green River. Didn't accidentally drive in the Green River. They took the boat ramp and their vehicle into the water. Now, there were 3 people inside the car. You got the driver and 2 passengers. The driver, jumps out. He's able to swim across the river. Both other passengers were able to get out. One woman actually got out gasping for air. I mean, that, and to drive off into water like that on purpose with people in it, I'm thinking that's where the wanton endangerment charges come. There might be additional charges that'll follow after that. And then police had to go through the river, and then they were able to get Joshua Suckup, age 30, of Louisville, on the other side of the river. So, Henry, this was definitely one of the most surprising news stories I think that I've covered, just to think this could happen at a routine traffic stop.
Yeah, you just don't know. Hats off to all of our the folks who are first responders, the folks who work to keep us safe, because you never know when you think your shift's about over with, and guess what happens?
I'm telling you, Wesley Hicks is just, Officer Hicks is just saying, hey, you got expired tags.
Yeah.
And he's, almost pinned then between, this car almost hits him.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
And I know Officer Hicks well enough to know he was not playing after that.
Yeah, that's right.
Good times were definitely over. But yeah, went all the way into Brownsville, and then the driver drove straight into the Green River.
Well, it's hard to, some of those roads you talk about, it's hard to drive straight anywhere, if you can believe the high speed,
Well, it's 1,000 wonders, too. They didn't hit a deer in Mammoth Cave. I mean, it hit someone else.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
All right. Good job. We'll let you, we will repeat some of that at the top of the hour at 7 o'clock here on WCLU. And I know you're still sifting through it up there.
I'm trying to tell you, it's wild.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead, though, and start the intro to the archives, because we got a lot of local things today here, which is kind of what we do every day. And we're going to move into the archives here right now on WCLU as Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services, presents the Archive. 641. Our past comes to the forefront, even though we are certainly actually having additions to the archives in local news as we speak. But Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services, presents the archives. We'll share it here in 30 seconds.
One of the realities of old man winter is things always need repairing. But when spring comes, don't be in a rush to get your agricultural or industrial equipment back up and running. Call Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services today and get those repairs done before spring. And even if you have a smaller operation or you just need some odds and ends for your home repairs, Joseph A. Wade is here to meet those needs as well. Joseph A. Wade is located on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, family owned and operated since 1985, a Wright Tool distributor.
All right, let's go back 100 years, 1918. Times were different, or were they? 100 years ago today, this is in the Glasgow Times, information has been received here of the wounding in France of Henry Pritchard, who was in the Battle of Cambria. He is now in a base hospital in France. Young Pritchard was with a detachment of American engineers taking part in the engagement mentioned, and he fought like a tiger against the German advance. He accounted for 4 Huns with a shovel and his only weapon of defense. Pritchard is the son of Mr. Mel Pritchard, formerly a blacksmith from Heisville. How about that? This young Mr. Pritchard, he was the Germans advanced, and the way the story reads, he took out 4 Huns, 4 Germans with a shovel as his only weapon of defense.
A shovel?
Yeah, that's right. He must have, being an engineer, he knew what he was doing with that shovel.
One of your garden variety. You know,
yeah, that's right. He just the operator had a lot to do with that one.
For sure.
Is that not wild? 19 and 18. Of course, he was injured. He was in a hospital. The way the story reads, I think he probably fully recovered. But anyway.
Sammy, you're taking on people with a shovel?
Yeah. I mean, if it's what you got, it's what you do.
I mean, if that's all you got, that's what you do.
1928, here we go. This is an advertisement. It's a lot of, well, not a lot of folks, but a few folks will remember stories of this. There was an advertisement. The headline reads, "Reduce your ice bill. Buy a book of coupons and save money. Ask your driver for one. Kentucky Utilities Company."
There you go.
So, you know, that's back in the days when electricity and ice went hand in hand.
That is so weird.
And the ice company the electric company took care of the ice. Well, it just took a lot of money to
I just think that's all
to make ice
together.
And, you know, that was before refrigerators, so you had to have the ice. But you could save money if you buy one of those coupon books from your Iceman. The Iceman cometh.
They put the weirdest stuff together, like it was like, you know, teacups and gas stations, sugar and gas stations.
That's right. Those are giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
This was a kind of a giveaway too. Buy the book, save some money on your ice.
What was it they sold at funeral homes? Was it furniture?
Well, that was we had a funeral home here that was inside of a F.P. Williams furniture store.
Right.
But it all makes sense to me. It's all that walnut and cherry.
There you go. It's something.
Dining table or a casket?
Oh my God. I picked the dining table.
This day in 1938, the Glasgow 4-H Club met with the president, Mr. Earl Kinslow, presiding. Mm-hmm. Now, you know that Mr. Earl, big tall fella, was quite the excellent president of the Glasgow 4-H Club. The minutes were read by the secretary, Elizabeth Mayfield, and speakers on various topics were Freeland Edwards, Charlotte Mayfield, Louise Story, William Barry, and Porter Reed.
I like to speak on various topics.
Yeah, because there's no reason to limit it to one thing.
I'm saying.
1938, the Glasgow 4-H Club. That's certainly sounds to me like it was a very well operated club there. 1948, we have news out of Fountain Run. Mr. and Mrs. Ivan Pettigo this day entertained in honor of the 16th wedding anniversary of Mr. and Mrs. Haskell Quigley of Goodnight. Now that was who were married at the Pettigo home back in 1932. That's a pretty good stretch to go from Goodnight out to Fountain Run to celebrate a wedding anniversary, but they did it.
I'm glad they said celebrate it, not solemnized it.
Others present for the anniversary celebration or solemnization.
I don't like that.
Were Mr. and Mrs. Clay Downing, Mr. and Mrs. William Albright, Miss May Dean Pettigo, and Mrs. J.C. Bailey and James Ivan Pettigo. Mm-hmm. That was an all-star crowd in 1948 for the 16th wedding anniversary for Mr. and Ms. Haskell Quigley. That's just pause, take some time, get together, and celebrate some of these things. 1958, here we go. Carlos Wilson, who has been associated with Bill Howard's barbershop for the past 8 years, has purchased the Tompe Levacy. Let me say it again. It's the Tompe Levacy Barbershop. I always have to pause when I say that last name because it's not pronounced the way it's spelled.
Okay.
It's the Tompe Levacy Barbershop on East Washington Street, across from the Barron County Hardware Company. And they he invites his customers to call on him in the new establishment. Now, Ray Green is also parenthetically introducing the fact that Carlos and Ruby Pursley Wilson were the parents of Larry and Dr. Jeffrey Wilson. Larry, Glasgow firefighter, Dr. Jeffrey Wilson, ENT, and but back in 1958, Carlos was moving down to East Washington Street there, and he was there for a great number of years. That little barber shop there, just behind the police station.
Was it the one that replaced the OK haircut place?
No, that was a different one. This one was this was right downtown, right across from. Well, they're doing a lot of work right now in that old building there on East Washington Street. 1968. I forget that I've checked off that one completely. Here's 1978. Boy, would you like to go back to this day? This day in 1978, there was an advertisement in the Glasgow Times for New Farmers National Bank. Get a certificate of deposit. It'll pay you 7.22% for a year. 7.22%.
That's crazy.
How about 7.61 for a 6-month CD? Or just go ahead, bite the bullet, and buy an 8-year CD, and you'll earn 7.75% interest.
I think a bank should run like a throwback sale.
Ooh, that is a throwback. You know, that would make quite the run on the bank. It would be a dangerous throwback sale.
I'm sure bankers all across the listening area are lightheaded at this time.
That's right.
They're like, no.
They're saying, boy, how did we ever pay our way out of that?
Yeah. Or somebody maybe caught the tail end and knows the archives. Like, what bank is that?
Yeah, it's not a commercial, I tell you.
It is the archives.
It cannot be redeemed.
I look back in history.
1988, this day, it was big news. We love these stories about expansion of operation, things of that nature. Dairyman Incorporated is expanding their operation, and they have added 25 new employees.
Well,
that's a commitment right there. Dairyman Incorporated, excellent employer for many years here. 1998, here's another one for you. The Glasgow Times reported that gas has dropped to its lowest July the 4th price in 8 years.
How much was it?
The average unleaded regular, $1.11 a gallon.
Stop it.
That's right. People, I'm sure, were attaching tanks to their vehicles so they could buy as much as they could.
I'm saying they get it so high, and that's why we're talking now like, hey, $2.50 is a good price.
Yeah, that's right. It's conditioning.
Yes.
$1.11 a gallon. Go somewhere for July the 4th there in 1998. Hang out.
Do you remember, this is not funny, but I mean, it kind of is, but not really. Do you remember a while back when there was a gas station in Glasgow that had a glitch in their system? They put like 99 cents on their gas thing outside.
Yeah.
And people thought they had 99-cent gas. And everybody like swarmed to that area. Lieutenant Jimmy Phelps was at Glasgow Police Department then. And I remember calling him. He's like, no, their gas is not this cheap.
That's right. It's interesting the police department would even know about that.
Well, they were out there trying to direct traffic.
Oh, okay.
Because people were absolutely, you couldn't get in there anyway.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, you tell people to avoid this area.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's the same thing that would happen over at the bank with a 7% CD, you know.
I'm trying to tell you.
And finally, this day, 10 years ago, was the ribbon cutting for the Heffron Family Eye Care Center, 507 South L. Rogers Wells Boulevard. So I want to get that new business in there, too.
For sure.
It's in the archive. That's the way it happened. So we got gas prices and...
$1.11.
Yeah, $1.11.
I'd fill up.
Figure that out. I guess some folks were feeling bad about that.
I'm saying.
But most folks weren't.
And again, folks, just the archives. Don't get too excited.
That's right. It's not an advertisement. It's not a prediction of the future. Certainly, it's
real.
It's call it a prediction of the past.
Call it. Oh my gosh! I can't believe gas was that cheap.
Right. Things do change, I guess. We'll review some more tomorrow in the archives. Thanks to Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. Thanks to Ray Green and Miss Gail Berry for putting. I really like it when they insert a little rest of the story in there too.
Ray always gives the rest of the story.
We like sharing, and we will continue to do that again tomorrow here on WCLU. It's 6:52.
The university scientists have long hypothesized where
for the whole family, and the cost of admission remains at a low $10 per person, and there's free unlimited carnival rides with each paid admission. Tonight at 6 p.m. come enjoy Red Dragon laser tag at the Big Battle of the Barons Lawnmower Pool, and at 7 tonight don't miss the Baby and Toddler Pageant, Tiny Miss and Mr. Pageant, and Little Miss and Mr. Pageant. A great night tonight. Come every day to the Barron County Fair and see it all at the Temple Hill Fairgrounds just south of Temple Hill on Highway 63.
Hey there, it's me, your stomach, down here.
Does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man. But there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an
coverage and studio radar screen this morning showing actually a severe thunderstorm warning up to the south of Danville this morning, kind of down around well, what is that? Dunville. That's where they make all those gates. Yeah, Dunville. There's some gates are rattling up there this morning for sure. And that's a very small area overall, but still, if you're driving through that area between Somerset and Danville, it's kind of a rocky start there. We'll have those little showers popping up left and right here as the day progresses. We got 0.78 of an inch of rain yesterday, 0.78. Humidity is at a sticky 96%, and we're at 76 degrees On WCLU this morning, weather brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank.
If you're thinking about remodeling your home, keep in mind that windows play a big part, so it's important to get the right ones. Anderson not only offers finely crafted windows and patio doors in thousands of sizes and styles, they also give you natural wood interiors, low-maintenance exteriors, and long-lasting, energy-saving performance. See the full line of Anderson windows at Glasgow Building Supply on the 31E Bypass in Glasgow. Anderson Windows. Long live the home.
We are getting ready to play trivia here just in a moment, so be sure to put that thinking cap on. And we got a very busy 7 o'clock hour, a lot of local information you're going to want to know about. I got to jump in here and tell you about another birthday. It's Rihanna Bryant. Rihanna Bryant has a birthday today, and I want to tell you today it's Billy Bush Day on the radio. Miss Willie Bush, affectionately known as Billy, Miss Billy Bush is 92 today. And some friends called up and says, we gotta pat Billy on the back and let her know she's good as gold. So happy 92nd birthday to Miss Billy Bush today.
Are you looking for your dream home or perhaps dreaming of your first home? Then come see me, Gay Parker at Citizens First Bank. As a KHC top lender for 2 consecutive years, I specialize in government and conventional home loans. For 37 years, I have helped the homeowners of South Central Kentucky. Now, let me help you. Stop in at our West Cherry branch in Glasgow or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Finance your dreams with Citizens First Bank.
Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Join us Thursday, June 28th at 10:30 a.m. as we introduce a new concept to the local economy. It's Unique Gifts, the Market. And you might be asking yourself, didn't Unique Gifts close? And you'd be correct, but Unique Gifts, the Market is local shopping reinvented. Now, more than a dozen local artists, vendors, and craftsmen will all be under one roof, which is the former Unique Gifts location on Cleveland Avenue in Glasgow. These talented local creators are now in one place, and you check out at one register, featuring paintings by Kimberly Moore and Marla Edwards, trinkets by Sherry Wheeler, front porch gourds, and Jackie Knuckles' Green Hollow Farm soap, as well as Bourbon Barrel Enterprises and a whole lot more. Jewelry, art, home decor, gift items, all locally made, all under one fantastic roof. So don't be confused. It's Unique Gifts, the Market, a new shopping experience right here in Glasgow. And just to be sure you're up to speed, join us for our ribbon cutting Thursday, June 28th at 10:30 a.m. at the former Unique Gifts location, Cleveland Avenue, Glasgow.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
519-149-800-956-1023. Today at Long John's A&W, it is, are you ready? Taco Tuesday. That's right. You don't want to forget that Taco Tuesday is right now. And so be sure and get out there to Long John's A&W today and enjoy a big taco for Taco Tuesday. Here's the question. You provide the answer. Long John's provides a mighty tasty treat in the way of the Fish and More dinner. All right, it's Beverly Hillbillies Trivia. Hadn't done one of these in a long time. Tell me the name of the famous actress who played the part of Jethro Bodine's first girlfriend, first love. What famous actress played the role of Jethro Bodine's first love? Let's go to the phone and see who might know this. Hello, Trivia.
Sharon Tate.
Correct. And who is this speaking?
Joanna Harvey.
Now, Joanna, you knew that awful fast.
Yeah, I used to be a Beverly Hillbillies fan way back when.
Yeah.
We were young, Henry.
Yeah, that's right. We were young. There's a song like that, isn't it? So tell everybody, Sharon Tate is a famous actress. Why is she famous, Joanna?
Unfortunately, the Charlie Manson crew took her out.
That's right.
Helter Skelter. That was a terrible thing, definitely.
Sharon Tate, a lovely actress who was murdered by Charles Manson and his crew.
Yes, and she was pregnant at the time.
Yeah, that's right. 8 months pregnant. And, when I was getting ready, I didn't realize how young she was. She was 26 years old.
Yeah.
And it's a tragedy. But here, I got a little bit of Jethro here meeting his girlfriend, okay?
Okay. All right.
Howdy to you. You're Jethro, aren't you?
Oh, yes, ma'am. You hear any music?
No, should I?
Oh, yeah. I should too, but I don't it?
Well, if you'll wait, I'll hum something for you.
What do you say, Chief? Oh, Jethro, nice to see you. Howdy, Miss Gay. Something wrong? No, just listening for music. What kind of music? What music? Harp music.
Try me again, Jethro.
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to speak to you in the pool. Pool? The secretarial pool. Let's go.
So anyway, Miss Hathaway, always jealous of Jethro. She pulled Sharon Tate out of the scene there and sent her to the secretarial pool. A sad part of our history, but nonetheless, Sharon Tate, Jethro's first love, and certainly, I'm sure it was difficult on the cast and the crew. It's amazing to read about how many. I didn't write this down, but it's amazing how many episodes of the Beverly Hillbillies were produced, and how popular it was.
Oh, yeah, and of course we like the theme song.
Yeah? Uh-oh, I just hung up on Joanna. I was watching for another call. Well, anyway, we like the theme song too, Joanna. I bet Joanna can sing the theme song. Anyway, we will reestablish that, and we'll play trivia tomorrow. It's Sharon Tate, the actress who was murdered by Charles Manson and his crew. Also was on the Beverly Hillbillies, the first love of Jethro Bodine.
CBS News Update. Voters go to the polls in primary races in 6 states today. In South Carolina,
hi, everybody.
President Trump rallying supporters in Columbia, urging them to vote for Governor Henry McMaster in a Republican runoff with businessman John Warren. Analyst Leonard Steinhorn.
Donald Trump likes to win. He likes his endorsements to matter. If McMaster can win, Donald Trump can take credit for that, the same way he's taking credit for Mark Sanford's loss a couple weeks ago in the first South Carolina primary.
In Maryland, the NAACP's former executive director Ben Jealous and Prince George's County executive Rushern Baker are each vying to become the state's first black governor. Leonard Steinhorn.
When it's Jealous versus Baker, it's sort of a proxy for Bernie versus Hillary. The same battle is still playing out in many of these Democratic primaries this year, but they're also playing out with far fewer decibels and much less heat.
Sanders has endorsed Jealous. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU FM Unfruitville, W253BN Glasgow, services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
For many years, residents of Glasgow got used to their friendly postman, Rollin Dixon.
I delivered all over town. I was the swing man. I delivered 5 different routes.
A kind word and a smile were his trademark. But there's a little-known fact about his smile.
My teeth have always been bad.
Rollin wanted his teeth fixed. He researched dental implants, and he got Dr. Jim Thurman to get the job done.
I got my first one in 2014. I have 5.
5 implants?
When I got one tooth fixed and got my cap on it and everything, then it wouldn't be too much till another one would go out. I'd break off.
What really was Rollin's incentive?
It's hard to eat when you can't chew food. I love steak if it's a good tender steak. But now if it's a tough steak, it makes my teeth sore. I do better with these.
Dr. Jim Thurman and his staff explained the entire process and made it enjoyable.
I always look forward to going out there and joking around with them. We always had a big time whenever I went. And, of course, he was right in the middle of it usually.
And that's right where he loves to be. Call 651-5939 and get started. Dr. Jim Thurman and Dr. Amy Cassidy.
Good morning, everybody. 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, and one of the many reasons why it's a beautiful Tuesday morning is because the Barron County Fair is underway. Had the big ribbon cutting yesterday afternoon and had big events out there last night, and it's always something we look forward to hearing a recap of last night and a little preview of tonight with the fair manager from the Temple Hill Lions Club, Mr. James Bailey. Hey, James, how are you this morning, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm not the manager, though, but I'm a PR man.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm trying to give you credit where credit is due. William Myatt is an awful good manager, though.
Yes, he is. He does an awful good job.
Yes, he is. Well, we got the title straight. You give me the facts.
Okay. Well, we had a good night last night, and weather was good, and we had a good attendance, and it went real good, and we're looking forward to another good one tonight. We got family night tonight now. If you bring a non-perishable food for each one that does, they get in for $8. Of course, this will include riding with the carnival. All the rides will be free after you pay your admission in. Unlimited carnival rides. And these non-perishable food items, we donate that to the soup kitchen.
Okay.
So we give them back to the community there, you know.
Yes, sir.
And that's tonight will be that night, and of course you need to buy your tickets for the raffle if you want to participate in that. And at 6 o'clock we have something called a Red Dragon laser tag that young people like to participate in.
Have you played that before, James?
No, I never did play it. Did you?
No, I hadn't either, but I want to be considered a young person, so maybe I will.
Yeah, well, I thought I might be strict a little bit if I consider myself that young.
Yeah, that's right. But it does. People do enjoy laser tag.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's going to be going on tonight.
That'll be tonight, and at 6 o'clock also there'll be the Battle of the Barons Lawnmower Pool.
I think that's going to be competitive, James.
Yeah, out there on the track. There's a lot of them. Man, I had a lot of participate in that last year.
Yeah, well, let's see how we do this year.
Yeah, should. And a big event tonight will be the Baby and Toddler Pageant, the Tiny Miss and Mr. Pageant, and Little Miss and Mr. Pageant. Those will be going on starting at 7 o'clock.
Those are always so fun and enjoyable for sure.
And it makes it really seem like good sense that you'd have family night when you had all these children shows and things, you know, pageants.
Makes sense to me.
It works out. Yeah, it makes real good sense. And that'll be our lineup tonight. And of course, we have to tell you what, we've changed our concession stand. We have shoulder plate, hamburger plate, different kind of plates, plus all the sandwiches and traditional fish sandwich. We still have that, and we have instead of we did have sloppy joes, but we have regular hamburgers now and cheeseburgers. And we've got really good concessions. You know,
come and stay a while and enjoy lots of the concessions.
Oh yeah. Hey, we got something for everybody.
It's the
young and old.
Yeah, that's right. It's night number 2 of the Barron County Fair. James, I know that you want to invite everybody out, whether it's laser tag or coming to a pageant or whatever the case may be. That big lawnmower pool might be a lot of fun to see how people soup those up.
Oh, it's reasonable to get in, and people have a good time, and we just hope everybody that can will come out and enjoy the fair.
Family night, bring the family. James, we always look forward to catching up with you, and tomorrow we'll get a full report on everything, and the fair is going good, sir. The Temple Hill Lions Clubhouse, yes, sir. And every year I get to see, you know, how that you all, there's something new that y'all work on in the off season. That fairgrounds is a show place for sure.
Well, thank you. It's taken a lot of time, but we've done a lot of work on that over the years. We're proud of it.
Folks, get out there and see it firsthand tonight at the Barron County Fair.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you in the morning, James.
In the morning.
Thank you, sir.
It's spring sale time at Bailey Gibson, and Dad's got the prices you're looking for. New incentives are being offered on many GMCs and Buicks on the lot. We hope you're looking for a new car or truck, because we're looking for good trade-ins. Bring your used car or truck to Bailey Gibson, and we'll offer you a better deal than you can get anywhere around. Stop by and check out our spring savings event now underway at Bailey Gibson in Glasgow. Lola, what do you say?
We're having a springtime sale at Bailey Gibson. Give my dandy a call on his flip phone for a great deal.
I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. As recent history tells us, disasters can happen. It's impossible to prepare for everything, but it is possible to prepare for what happens next. And that's where we come in. At ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, we can provide you with many options as an independent agency. And it's our job to make sure you know about all the what-ifs so that your policy has you prepared for what happens next. So just ask us. We'd be honored that you did. Just give us a call at 651-8837. We're ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Everybody wants to feel good about their pharmacy, but in the quest for good health, price does become a factor. In Glasgow, we have a pharmacy that has been able to combine customer service with the lowest possible price day in and day out. That pharmacy is Park Avenue Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
Our top story this morning deals with a big event that's coming up this weekend. Good morning, everybody. I'm Henry Royce, and I'm with James Moore. James is a local realtor and a gentleman who is involved in a lot of things that are good for the community. And from a civic perspective, he has been really involved in Entertain Glasgow, which has a big event coming up this weekend. Been a lot of work done on it. James, I'd like to hear from you. First of all, give me the name of this big event that's coming up Saturday.
It's called Tubes, Tunes, and Barbecue, Henry. It's a local event that we've been working on with a lot of local sponsors, and it's a free event to the public. We're not charging anyone to come enjoy the festivities that we're going to be having. We're going to have live local bands there.
Let's take this one piece at a time. Explain the tubes. What's the tube?
Well, with the tubes, what we're doing is kind of like a lazy river situation. We're going to put in there at Beaver Trail, and the tubes are going to flow around to the other side of the Beaver Trail Park.
Okay.
And then that's going to be the exit point. And what we're going to do is we're going to start about 12 people on the tubes at the fire station training area there, and they're going to flow through there. And then there's a bus going to pick them up on the other end, and there will be help along the way in the river as well.
That's a very scenic trip.
Yes, it is.
Too, you know, folks are going to really want to enjoy that. So that takes care of the tubes. Let's talk about the tunes.
Well, during the afternoon, we're going to be doing live music. There's several bands that we have coming that's going to be performing for us that afternoon.
Okay.
A lot of local bands that we've asked to join us, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy their talents as well.
So then we've got, after the tubes and the tunes, we have barbecue. Now that's one that's going to be extra fun in a lot of different ways, James.
Yes, it is. We're looking for backyard barbecue competition. Henry, if you think you've got the best hamburgers in Glasgow, Barron County, we want you to come out and prove it to us. Come out there and show off what you're great at in your barbecue, and we'll have some judges judging that, and you'll be able to say that you have the best barbecue hamburger in Glasgow.
Well, now let's talk about the time on this, because you know one of the things that I always look forward to is the chance to come out there and eat. So we're going to be serving up barbecue too, aren't we?
We are going to have several vendors there. We've got anywhere from Hawaiian shaved ice all the way up to barbecue sandwiches, barbecue brisket, all kinds of different barbecue things that the vendors will be selling as well there.
What does the community need to know about the event? Because in addition to the tubing and the barbecue and the tunes, we're going to be doing some donkey basketball, aren't we?
That's correct, we are. We've got several different people that have put together a 3-man team, and what they're going to do is they're going to come to the donkey basketball competition, and they're going to have the opportunity to pick from 8 different dignitaries here in the community, and pick 2 of those to be on their team to enjoy the teamwork together there with the donkeys.
I like that. You know, you can put some thought into it. Who would be good on a donkey playing basketball, and you can have your dream come true.
That's correct. That's correct.
So this is all going to start at 2 o'clock this coming Saturday afternoon, the 30th, and we'll go until dark. I can see it. I can see the sun setting out there and making for beautiful scenery for a whole lot of folks. And then when the sun sets, Big T's barbecue is Big T's fireworks is going to shoot fireworks. I got that barbecue on the brain.
Yes,
Big T's fireworks going to be shooting fireworks after when we get to the sunset.
Yeah, sure they are. They've going to be shooting off a very nice fireworks show for us. It'll be a real good finale to this day event that we'll be having. I think it's going to be a great family event for everyone, and it's, like I said, it's free. So just come out and enjoy our community and all these things that we have available for them that day.
So what they need to do is to know, starting at 2 o'clock, you be out there at Beaver Trail. And where do they need to start off, James?
Well, what they'll do, you'll have parking across the road, and there will be a group that's going to be showing you where to park and everything. And then at that point, you can basically go into the park and do whichever event you like to do or watch. There will be time frames that different events will be going on, but you can start the tubes there at 2 o'clock. One of the things about the tubes, we don't want to put anyone that's under the age of 4 on tubes, but other than that, it's permitted above that.
Well, I think it's a wonderful event. I think you've done a good job of coming up with different things for different people, but something that everybody's going to enjoy as a part of Entertain Glasgow. Tubes, tunes, and barbecue. If they need more information, where's the best place to get the scoop, James?
You can look on our Facebook page, which is Entertain Glasgow, or you can even email us at entertainglasgow@gmail.com.
Okay. Anything else we need to say to get folks pumped up? Bring that barbecue, come out there and compete, and enjoy cruising the lazy river and listen to the great music.
That's correct. It's going to be a great day for everyone that day.
Maybe a little later on this week you can get us some names of some of the groups performing, and we'll be sharing that as we head into the weekend. Okay?
Absolutely.
James Moore, thank you for being here, and thank you for being involved in Entertain Glasgow, because these types of events take a lot of people to make happen. And you're talking about needing numbers of folks to help do this. And I'm glad you got a good group together to pull this off.
Well, thank you, Henry, and I greatly appreciate the opportunity to come in and talk to you with this, and appreciate all that you do.
That's our top story here today on WCLU.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man. But there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
WCLU 76 degrees. Back last time we did our weather update. We told you about on the radar screen seeing very heavy rain shower activity up in around Danville and down into Casey County, Dunnville, Kentucky there. Well, just in the last 10 minutes, the National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning for Casey County, Kentucky. So if you're traveling out east on the Louisville and Cumberland Parkway, headed up through, Highway, I don't know what, 27 or 1 something. Anyway, it goes through Russell Spring, goes through Liberty on up into the Danville area. Be aware of that. The flash flood warning is just now been issued for Casey County. Angela?
With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs. Attempting to flee law enforcement by driving into the Green River was a wash for a Louisville man who faces a laundry list of felony charges. The Glasgow police officer Wesley Hicks yesterday was on routine patrol when he attempted to make a traffic stop on a Pontiac Grand Prix for expired tags. During the stop, the driver, 38-year-old Joshua Suckup of Louisville, drove off, nearly running over Officer Hicks in the process. He then fled the city limits of Glasgow, taking law enforcement on a pursuit that continued through Barron County, Mammoth Cave National Park, and on into Brownsville and Edmonson County. Now, according to the Edmonson Voice, Brownsville police joined the pursuit as the vehicle entered the city limits, where speeds were in excess of 90 miles an hour through town and onto Washington Street. The pursuit continued up the tiny side street under the bridge past the entrance to the city park, where the car drove straight off the boat ramp into the river. Suckup immediately exited the vehicle and swam across the river to the other side in an attempt to get away. A passenger, 50-year-old Dana Greer of Louisville, exited the vehicle, was taken into custody. Police said as the car sunk below the water, a second passenger, 26-year-old Amanda Minyard of Louisville, made it out of the car, gasping for air. She was then taken into custody. Officers crossed the river, traveled down Lock Road, where they soon found Suckup and took him into custody. Police say that one of the passengers said the driver purposely drove the car into the water in an attempt to get away from law enforcement. The driver was said to have 3 outstanding arrest warrants from at least Barron and Jefferson counties. Police said they also found what appeared to be meth in the vehicle, or maybe cocaine. However, it was unconfirmed at the time of this news story. The driver and passengers are facing multiple felony charges from Glasgow police, from the Barron County Sheriff's Office, and Brownsville police, including several wanton endangerment charges, fleeing or evading police, drug trafficking, possession, and numerous traffic charges. All were transported to T.J. Sampson Hospital for evaluation and lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. Brownsville police officer Dustin Harvey told the Evanston Voice it's a miracle no one was injured in the incident. Multiple agencies responded, including Glasgow Police, the Barron County Sheriff's Office, Brownsville Police, State Police, Edmonson County Sheriff's Office, the National Park Service, constables, Edmonson EMS, and multiple first responders from various local fire departments. And the Barron County court system is now taking another leap into the 21st century.
What I want to say first is thanks to the Sheriff's Department, the jail, Tracy Bellamy and Kent Keene, and our clerk's office, Chrissy Cofields, everybody that's kind of involved. We've kind of been working for this for about 6 or 8 months. And we finally, today's the first day we've got it working, and it went pretty well.
That was the Honorable District Court Judge Gabe Pendleton describing the first day of video arraignments in Barron District Court. Now, an arraignment is a court proceeding in which a criminal defendant is formally advised of the charges against them and is asked to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. The court can also set bail at the arraignment. Now, up until yesterday, arraignments were done in the courthouse, and the Barron County Sheriff's Office was responsible for transporting inmates from the Barron County Detention Center to the courthouse, which did pose a risk to both safety and security, according to Barron County Sheriff Kent Keene.
You don't have the likelihood of persons possibly trying to attempt to escape or transport some type of contraband back into the jail. There's a variety of aspects on our end for safety and security that is a major benefit.
But basically the same, they're not being denied any rights. Is the exact same process as they would have as if they'd come to court. They're just doing it on video.
Absolutely, a lot quicker. a lot less manpower, a lot more safety both for the inmates and the security personnel.
Mike Richardson worked for the county attorney's office, and he is at the majority of these arraignments. He noted there is potential risk in transporting inmates to and from the courthouse.
The inmates being at the jail and them not having to be transported anymore. And sometimes we'll get up to 20 or 30 inmates, and that by itself could be a possible security hazard. So I think it's great all around, saves county money, but it's also safer for the bailiffs and everybody else involved.
Tracy Bellamy said that getting the video arraignment process going was certainly a process.
It's very big for us. It cuts down on the possibilities of contraband trying to get brought back in, any escape possibilities in between here and there, and the cost on savings on the logistics of it as far as fuel and manpower. So it would be hard pressed to find a negative in there anywhere.
The detention center is another step like into the 21st century.
Yeah. There, and that's what I told somebody this morning. I'm very proud to have video arraignment here now. It's very big for us. It just goes along with everything else we're doing here.
Judge Pendleton said it's going to be great for the court system, much like a Skype call. Individuals at the detention center will be on video chat live with the courthouse and Judge Pendleton.
Yeah, this is going to make it great. We'll know before, you didn't know exactly when the prisoners were going to come over here from the jail. It was just whenever we finished our morning docket. Now we're going to have a set time at 1 in the afternoon. We'll always do them on at that time. And it went really quick today. That was the first day. I wasn't sure it would work that way, but I mean, surely we'll just get better and more efficient as it goes. Like everybody else says, it's a great safety. It's so much better for safety. We don't have to transport inmates. They just stay in the jail. It's the same thing as being here. I just see them over they still get the same rights, and their attorneys over there if they need to talk to them. So it works. It's going to work out, I think, great for all of us. And hopefully, if this goes well, maybe the other courts here, or maybe even in Metcalf, we could use it and just, hopefully save the county some money and time and transporting, and I don't really see any disadvantages to it so far.
The arraignments will be done in Barron District Court on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And in the early hours of Saturday, the Hart County Sheriff's Office found a 16-foot tandem axle box trailer in an overgrown, secluded area near Guthrie Street and Horse Cave. Through their investigation, the trailer was found to have been stolen out of Greene County. The owner, as well as the Greene County Sheriff's Office, were contacted. The Hart County Sheriff's Office says the case remains under investigation. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs at 7:29 a.m., 76 degrees.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. Senator Rand Paul is suing his neighbor who admitted to tackling Rand last November. The lawsuit charges that Paul has, quote, been deprived of his enjoyment of life after Rene Boucher attacked him outside of his Bowling Green home. Paul suffered multiple fractured ribs due to the assault. A jury is now deliberating whether 2 suspects will be convicted of murdering a Marine outside a Lexington bar 4 years ago. The jury deliberated for 3 hours Monday night before breaking for the night. Quincenio Canada and Dewan Mulazem are accused of murdering Jonathan Price outside Austin City Saloon. In her closing argument, Kim Green, attorney for Mulazem, said investigators don't have forensic evidence. They instead have a vague description in a gun that does not match.
You cannot speculate guilt. You cannot guess guilt. And that's what the Commonwealth is asking you to do.
The jury will return at 9 this morning. A Kentucky man will posthumously receive the Medal of Honor, the nation's highest military award, for his actions in World War II.
Albany, Kentucky native Merle Connor was an Army officer who fought off a German attack in France in 1945.
Merle was very proud of his time in service.
His widow, Pauline Connor, says Merle didn't speak much about his time in the war.
But I have learned more about what he did in military service since his death than I knew the 58 years I lived with him.
Merle Connor died in 1998 and is buried in Clinton County. I'm Paul Miles.
Connor's widow will receive the Medal of Honor during a ceremony at the White House today. And a tornado in Ohio County caused significant damage Monday morning. The National Weather Service in Louisville confirms an EF1 tornado downed trees and caused treetop level damage to some buildings. No injuries occurred as a result of the tornado. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Did you know that last year in Kentucky there were over 9,000 crashes involving semi-trucks, resulting in 93 deaths? It's time we all take responsibility on the highways and share the roads safely with each other. Kentucky State Police will be looking for aggressive cars and trucks on the highways. If you are tailgating a big truck or cut a truck off, you may receive a ticket. Please, drive like your life depends on it. Because it does.
It's the summer travel season. To raise awareness of traffic laws and to encourage safe driving habits, state and local law enforcement are out in force during the Blue Lights Across the Bluegrass campaign. The goal is not to write tickets, but to save lives. Don't speed, don't drive impaired or distracted, and always wear your seatbelt. Obey the laws, or you will be cited. No exceptions, no excuses. Paid with federal funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
The future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1902.
733 WCLU and 77 degrees. Let's turn to local sports. Today we're going to wrap up the 90th Weldon Invitational Tennis Tournament. And the director of the tournament, Terry Bunnell, is with us today to talk about the success of the weekend. We want to hear all about it, Terry.
Henry, good morning. Thanks for having me on again.
Yes, sir. We always enjoy, we might as well go straight to the horse's mouth to get the facts.
Yeah, thank you very much. We had a great Weldon this year. 2018 Weldon's in the books. As you mentioned there, that's our 90th year. It's been held since 1928, one of the longest running tournaments in the state of Kentucky. And I'm getting excited about the 100th Weldon, Henry. So 10 years to go on that. But let's talk about what happened this past weekend at Gordon Park. In the singles competition, Brandon Lancaster, who plays at the University of Louisville, he plays number 4 singles for the Cardinals. He was the champion. He beat Michael Cunningham. Michael Cunningham lives in Lexington. Michael has been a participant in the Weldon for a number of years. But Brandon won 6-3, 6-0 in the championship match.
Pretty impressive.
Brandon played really, really well. Brandon's been with us for 4 years. Started coming right out of high school, and he's been a runner-up. Brandon been a runner-up for a couple of times. No, one time. Once he was runner-up. He was a runner-up in doubles as well. But he came through this year, so we're excited about Brandon being our winner. And then on the doubles side, a couple guys from Richmond, Kentucky are the champions. Chad Dyer played in the Weldon back in the early 2000s. Chad runs the tennis center there at Eastern Kentucky University, and his partner is Carlos Pons. Carlos was played at Eastern Kentucky University for many years, and they were the championship. They beat the team of Michael Cunningham and Cole Wilson. So Michael was in the championship of that as well. And Cole Wilson, up-and-coming player, played at Model in Richmond, and he's going to be going to Georgetown College in the fall. So
that's a very good tennis program there for sure.
Oh yeah, Michael Cunningham and his wife Jessica, they do a great job with the program at Georgetown College. So just a very, very good weekend for us. Had a lot of folks out to watch the Weldon. We appreciate that. Always thankful for our sponsors. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. And I want to say a big thank you to the Glasgow Recreation Department that puts up with me over the weekend. They really work with me and do and help in so many ways. So I appreciate everybody at the Glasgow Recreation Department. Our sponsors this year were Computer Data Professionals, Cook Downing Underwood Insurance, Edmonton State Bank, Z-Mart, with their location there on Lexington Drive, Pharmacy Express, WCLU, Royce Radio, Dr. Barrett Lessenberry Colton's, Sean Hale Construction, Jerry Botts Construction, and the People's Bank. And these sponsors are just very great to work with, and we appreciate their involvement with this year's welding.
I think you ought to hold up that T-shirt there.
Yeah,
we're going to give away a T-shirt that's got those sponsors' names on it.
I don't know if I'm holding that right.
Yeah, you're getting close.
Right,
2018 Weldon T-shirt. Those are collector's items already because, you know, you can't just go anywhere and get them. What number do you want to do?
Well, let's do number 8.
Okay, number 8.
Number 8, the 8th caller there. And what's interesting with this, Henry, is Chad Dyer, who won in the doubles, he got a T-shirt and he sends it to his father-in-law in Russia.
Man, that's pretty impressive.
All of his T-shirts. So
let me get the touchstones here so people know what we're doing.
Okay.
Right now, if you're the 8th caller right now, caller number 8 at 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. It's the W.A. Weldon Open, the Jim Moody Doubles Classic T-shirt, and the 8th caller is going to win that shirt. Okay, you're the first caller. You're the second caller. Y'all keep trying right there. We'll get these lines out there because those T-shirts are really nice. Got the sponsors on the back. Yeah. WCLU number 3, WCLU number 4. Y'all keep working at it right here. We'll clear the lines out. And here comes number 5, number 6. And a lot of people want this T-shirt, Terry.
Well, it's a valuable. I've been to other tournaments.
Collector's item.
I have. I've seen these shirts at other tournaments. So
there's number 7. Here comes number 8, Terry. Wonder who it is.
Okay.
Hello, WCLU. And who's this speaking?
Jackie Davis.
Jackie Davis, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. You all sound good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You sound good, too. Terry Bonnell is here with us. Can you say hello to Jackie Davis there, Terry?
Hey, good morning. Appreciate you calling in this morning.
Yeah.
We'll have the T-shirt here at the studio for you, so come by and pick it up, the 2018.
She's asking you how you are. You didn't have headphones
I didn't have headphones.
She wants to know how you are.
I'm great.
All right.
Think.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Well, now,
thank you for the T-shirt.
Yeah, she's excited about having that T-shirt, Terry.
Well, I had mine. I gave a tennis lesson and had mine on last night. So.
Well, now we didn't talk about this. How's Miss Jackie going to get this shirt? Going to leave it here? Want to come see you somewhere else?
She can come by the station here.
Okay, all right.
I won't come by the station.
Come by, Jackie. We'll have that T-shirt on. You'll be wearing it by noon.
I sure will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye. All right. All right. Very good.
Henry, thank you. Appreciate it, again, all your support.
Thank you, Terry. Terry Bonnell right here, and the tournament director, and certainly something that I know that as generations pass, everybody's pulling that somebody else will keep this going, and you're the man that's doing it now.
Thanks, Henry.
All right. It's 7:39 WCLU, 21 till 8 o'clock.
I was about to pull my own hair out. I've been driving around for the last hour trying to find a place for me and my kids to get our hair cut on a Saturday morning. I know, good luck, right? Well, don't pull your hair out. Stop in and see our friends down at Heritage 76 Barbershop today. Heritage 76 Barbershop is located right on the Glasgow Square, so it's not difficult to find, so there won't be any driving around looking for a place. You can go right next to the Plaza Theater. You'll see the barber pole right out front. You can stop in and see David, Anthony, and Cody, who have more than 50 years of combined barbershop experience. No problems if you want to stop in on a Saturday as well. They're open from 8 to 3, and you can make an appointment if you want to schedule your time, or you can just show up and walk in with the kids. Either way, you're going to lean back in a professional environment with a big screen TV and 3 barbers who can carry on a conversation and cut hair. Stop in and see Heritage 76 Barbershop, or visit our website, heritage76barbershop.com. Call for an appointment or stop in, but whatever you do, don't pull your hair out driving around on another Saturday. See Heritage 76 Barbershop.
The following weather forecast is brought to you by Peggy Tuck Edwards and Private Caregiver and Referral Services. When roles reverse in your later years, when child becomes caretaker and the needs of the parent become most important, it's comforting to know that there's help along the way. Peggy Tuck Edwards would like for you to be informed about Private Caregiver and Referral Services, because sometimes our elders just need a little company and companionship. It's our duty to see that those needs are met, whether in the home or in an assisted living or nursing home facility. Peggy and her network of compassionate caregivers are ready to meet you and your loved one's needs. discounts. Call 270-670-7062, 270-670-7062, 270-670-7062.
Got a flash flood watch for our Tuesday with an additional 1 to 2 inches possible on already saturated soil. We do have that watch. We will run that temperature up to the mid to upper 80s. Tonight, scattered showers and storms. Overnight low falls back to around 70. Could see heavy rain, gusty winds, small hail possible with any storms tomorrow. Afternoon high near 90. Mostly sunny Thursday. I'm Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Still under a flash flood warning in Casey County, Kentucky. The constant coverage and studio radar screen shows that big thunderstorm that's over there just kind of raining down on Liberty and up to Dunville, up into Danville. If you're traveling in that direction this morning, please factor in a time to pull off of the roadway. Don't get yourself into a mess because it can be kind of ugly going through that. 77 weather brought to you by Peggy Tuck Edwards, caregiver and referral service.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Some special things coming up, I think, with the escape room, so be listening for that for sure. 7:43, who's having birthdays? Well, so far today, we know that Rihanna Bryant is celebrating. Joe Danny Keys, we got a number for Joe Danny. He is 75 today. We also have Rondell Carter, who is turning 78. It is Chad Jones' birthday. Leah Kate Panuski celebrates. Miss Billy Bush. Billy Bush is 92. Miss Ramona Martin has a birthday today. And actually, Miss Ramona, we had some folks call up and say, be sure you say that she's 88. Well, I'm just tickled to death to do that because she is a very nice gal. And I'm tickled to death to wish her a happy 88th birthday today. Jeff Lai with a birthday. Martha Quigley has a birthday today. And last but certainly not least, happy birthday to my wife, Terry Lou Royce, on this 26th day of June. Dan and Peggy Atkinson have a wedding anniversary today. 651-9149-800-956-1023. Online, here we are at WCLUradio.com. We're going to be giving away a delicious Dairy Queen birthday cake for somebody here in, well, less than an hour, I think. And somebody's also going to win a beautiful rose from Greer's Florist. So lots of reasons to win here on the radio station. Including reasons to call in right now and be lucky caller 11 and win a pair of tickets to Beach Bend Park. Yeah, it's hot. Let's go to the park. The 11th caller is going to win a pair of tickets to Beach Bend right now.
It was one of those moments. I was a proud dad standing behind my son as he just switched off on his first bicycle pedal, pulled out my cell phone, and what did I do? Dropped it. Yep, there it was. And I knew it was cracked the second I picked it up. I didn't worry because I knew where to take it, and that's Gadget Patchers, located at 199 Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow. Gadget Patchers is a cell phone and computer repair store where I take all of my gadgets when they're in need of repair, whether that's cell phone screen, the charging port, or maybe it won't even come on at all now. And I have no doubt that Seth and all his talented staff at Gadget Patchers have the answers waiting for you. They can replace the entire screen, pretty much service a cell phone in any way imaginable. Time for an upgrade anyway? They've got newly refurbished phones and at great prices. Call Seth Arterun down down at Gadget Patchers at 270-228-0000 or stop in and get your repair quote on your device or bring it in and have them take a look at it, and you can shop around for a fully refurbished computer or laptop right in the store, as well as tablets and other phone accessories that you're going to need once you get that repair complete. Be sure to mention WCLU and get 10% off all accessories. Don't miss another one of life's events because of your broken device. See Gadget Patchers today.
All right, Amy Burris, you talk about it in real time. You just slid right in right when I was counting to 11. Hey, Amy, I'm going to write your name down. We're on the air. Amy Burris. Where do you live, Amy?
I live here in Glasgow.
Okay, and so you've heard of Beach Bend Park, hadn't you?
Oh, yes, I have. I love it.
And but this time you're going to go, you got a pair of tickets to take you and whoever you so choose to go to Beach Bend and enjoy a special event. Now, they have really, really, really done a nice job there at Beach Bend getting ready for the summer. And you're going to get to go on the house, Amy Burris, and
I appreciate it.
Explore that, okay? And you can let us know how it was, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, Amy Burris. You have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you, too.
All right, it's Amy Burris. She was the 11th caller, and we got Beach Bend tickets to give away. Actually, we're going to have, I can tell you, that's not the last pair. I can tell you to be tuning in so that you can hear the chance to win. Listen for the sound effect. That is the sound effect of what is that? The rumbler? Is that what that's called? Anyway, it is the way you know to call in and win tickets from Beach Bend. Be sure and pick them up. Somebody last year didn't pick any up, and that's kind of bad because the Beach Bend is working real hard to make sure that folks have a good activity there, and so come pick them up. All right. Coming right back, we've got Tidbit News.
Summer's officially here, and the temperature.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
WCLU, we're having a lot of fun today, and we're continuing to have fun because we're going to learn something from the one and only Bobby Lee Hurt, who is live on the radio from his place of business. We're talking about Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main Street in Glasgow. It's amazing how pretty those vehicles look when the sun rises and starts glistening off of the hillside there up on West Main Street. And it kind of makes you proud when you come in and see that, doesn't it, Bobby Lee?
It most certainly does, Eddie, but they look a lot better than someone else's driveway.
That's right. They look better driving off, huh?
That's right.
Well, I guess that is probably true, because you knowing that there's happy folks behind the wheel, that's an important part too.
That's right. We like to see happy customers. That's
yes,
for
sir.
sure, isn't it?
And the way that you go about it, you say, hey, people aren't going to be happy unless I got something that they want and that they're going to like. So with that being said, why don't you give us the latest opportunities for people to buy something they like at Hurt Auto Sales?
That's right, Henry. We've got that this morning. That we got a 2017 Nissan Sentra. It's a sharp-looking little ride, 4-door sedan, automatic, get about 35 miles a gallon, and it's priced for just $14,900.
Man, that's a 17?
17 model.
For $14,900?
Yes, sir. It is dirt cheap. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
What is that song? Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Are you old enough to remember that rock and roll song?
I am.
Have him sing it, Henry.
That's right.
On the words.
And she can't hear you. He can't hear you, but Angela wants you to sing a little of that, Bobby Lee.
I'll have to get back with her tomorrow.
Okay, all right, maybe tomorrow. Maybe he'll sing it tomorrow.
You folks heard it here first.
Yeah, of course, he's not on the air on Wednesday, so that's
I'll
why
come down there.
Okay, all right, okay.
That's the reason I'm going to do it tomorrow.
He's planning on tomorrow, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'll be down there to sing.
I got an 07 Toyota Camry.
Okay.
A really nice ride, sharp ride, loaded with all kinds of extras, extra clean car, and it's priced for just $7,900.
Man, that is a great price. Those Camrys are well built and pretty stylish too.
They sure are. They go forever. Okay.
Yes,
got
sir.
an 07 Chevy Tahoe, 2-wheel drive, LTZ, third row seat, loaded up with extras, chrome wheels, and it's priced for just $10,900.
What does that LTZ get you?
It's got the extra, little extra package of extra chrome, extra wood grain. Just a lot of fancy stuff.
Well, I mean, it makes you feel proud, though. I'm sure that makes you feel good that you've got that available up there for sure.
That's right. Got leather. You know, it's got the whole works. It sure has. Okay. Got a 2010 BMW, little 328 4-door sedan.
The Bobby's Most Wanted.
That's right. The Bobby's Most Wanted, and it's going to be the Bobby's first to go. Hopefully.
That's right.
Okay.
And it's going to come down toward us, isn't it?
That's right. And I hope so.
Yeah.
We're going to sell it today for just $8,900.
You are going to sell it at that price, Bobby.
Yes, we sure are. It's a sharp-looking ride to do someone really good. Okay.
So you can tell that Bobby Lee is not. I guess variety is one of his specialties, and variety that he has on the lot up there is something that really folks appreciate. You know, some people just got to stay on top of things, and which means they got to stop by at Hurt Auto Sales just to see what Bobby Lee's got in today. It changes every day, doesn't it?
It most certainly does. Every day we got new vehicles coming and going, and making room for more. And we just want you to come by and do your part and purchase one of them. Right?
Well, if you want to get Bobby Lee going today, go up there to his lot and say, "How come you'll ever have any blank?" And the next thing that's going to happen is he's going to scour the planet looking for a blank, whatever it turns out to be. Because you enjoy people having something to choose from.
We most certainly do. We like a challenge, that's for sure.
That's right. And you'll probably get one today.
well, it just challenged me to get up.
Yeah, that's right. So you see, there you've already accomplished something. You got up.
Hey, that's right. I feel good about it.
Well, that's good. So you've got that accomplished, so I bet you're going to make some people happy today at Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main Street. And, hey, if you want to call ahead of time and tell them you're coming, pick up the phone and dial this number.
590-1181.
Okay, Bobby Lee. Glad to talk to you, sir. Look forward to hearing of your success today, okay? And what's your motto?
No pain when you trade with her.
Just make sure of it, okay?
Yes, sir.
See you, Bobby.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you.
Join us Thursday, June 28th at 10:30 a.m. as we introduce a new concept to the local economy. It's Unique Gifts, the Market. And you might be asking yourself, didn't Unique Gifts close? And you'd be correct, but Unique Gifts, the Market is local shopping reinvented. Now, more than a dozen local artists, vendors, and craftsmen will all be under one roof, which is the former Unique Gifts location on Cleveland Avenue in Glasgow. These talented local creators are now in one place, and you check out at one register, featuring paintings by Kimberly Moore and Marla Edwards, trinkets by Sherry Wheeler, Front Porch Gourds, and Jackie Knuckles' Green Hollow Farm Soap, as well as Bourbon Barrel Enterprises services, and a whole lot more. Jewelry, art, home decor, gift items, all locally made, all under one fantastic roof. So don't be confused. It's Unique Gifts, the market, a new shopping experience right here in Glasgow. And just to be sure you're up to speed, join us for our ribbon cutting Thursday, June 28th at 10:30 a.m. at the former Unique Gifts location, Cleveland Avenue, Glasgow.
It's Henry Roy,
and Angela Bree.
From the north, the south, the east, the west, N-E-W-S.
Here's the latest news.
It's Henry Roy,
and Angela Bree.
I'll have T-Pain songs in my head all day.
Yeah, that's right. You can keep up with that for sure.
Yeah, and where'd Aaron go?
I don't know. I can't see him from here. There he is.
There you go, Aaron.
Now you can see him from here, or you can see him from there.
At least he's got a better look on his face than he did yesterday.
Yeah, he wasn't tore up, was he?
No, yesterday he was looking all mad.
This is all done. We don't have time to rehearse or to put makeup on or anything.
We just make it up as we go.
All right, I got this story for you. This is the reason why I saved this story not saved it. I mean, I had it from overnight. Is this guy smart or is this guy dumb?
I'm going to go with dumb.
You be the judge. A man in Madison, Wisconsin, who was driving a stolen vehicle, told police he fled from them Saturday because his parole officer told him to not have any police contact.
That's genius.
Is that smart or is that dumb?
That's genius.
Officers were sent around 9:55 to the Quick Trip.
That is genius.
When an employee recognized a person from a previously reported theft case. When officers arrived, 29-year-old Antonio D. Rowe of Madison fled in a red Chrysler Sebring. Officers found the vehicle in Rowe on a street there in Madison, but Rose fled on foot. According to the release, officers said they were able to take him into custody without further incident. The Chrysler had been reported stolen from some other part of Madison.
They made him violate it.
Rowe told officers that he fled from them because his parole officer had told him to not have police contact.
It's the greatest thing in the world.
Rowe was arrested on tentative charges of operating a motor vehicle without the owner's consent and resisting an officer. He also received 2 traffic citations and was arrested on a parole hold. So, is he smart or is he dumb?
He's a genius.
I want to know what his parole officer said.
He's a genius.
What was that first meeting?
You know what the parole officer said.
That's right. Just stay out of trouble. I don't want to see you with a policeman.
I know. I want to know after his arrest, what is
Dude, I think with the right attorney, look.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to vote for smart.
Yeah, I like that.
That's like, I can remember, there's been years and years and years ago, there was a guy that was charged with cultivating marijuana.
Yeah.
And over 5 plants is a felony.
Yeah.
His whole defense was he claimed that he only had 4. but one of the deputies broke it in half to make it 5.
Oh, that was a trick, wasn't it?
Oh, wow.
That's genius, too.
Well, this last story here is just mean, okay?
Just mean?
This is just mean.
All
We're
right,
running
like
out of
it.
time, so I'm going to hurry, okay?
All right.
Police in Tennessee say a man forced a woman in a wheelchair out of her car before he stole it and crashed the vehicle.
What?
Oak Ridge, Tennessee police tell the news outlets the woman was not hurt when the carjacking occurred Saturday in a restaurant parking lot. Deputies down in Clinton, Tennessee pursued. The suspect crashed the vehicle near an intersection. He was transported to University of Tennessee Medical Center for treatment of undisclosed injuries. His identity and his condition were not released.
He's dumb.
Okay. Woman's in a wheelchair. Gets her out of the wheelchair, out of the car, steals her car, crashes it. That's me.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Zero tolerance is on hold at the southern border.
While the president last night had some tough words in South Carolina.
The Democrats want to protect illegals coming into this country, some of whom are not good.
There is, for the moment, a